Ladies and gentlemen, it's 12 o'clock. Do you know where your merfolk are? I know I do. And with another fresh Diet Dr. Pepper, we will begin. Here's the list that we are running today right here. What did we do? I dropped an Oath. I dropped an Oko from the sideboard. I put into Mystical Disputes. I liked this 2 Deprive 2 Dispute. I don't know if I necessarily liked it. I liked Mystical Dispute in the blue, in the stock blue list or whatever. So, let's see what else we're doing here. We do have 2 Cavernous Souls, only 2 Vaults. Ooh. Sounds like a game to me. Alright. What is our stream looking here? It's a little bit dark outside today. We would like to play first. Kumena Speaker into Trickster into Borrower with a redraw. I think this is a pretty acceptable hand on the play for Simic. We will keep. And our opponent keeps. Oh, are we up against Burn? Are we going to get our revenge? No, they're not really doing anything. Or they're just bolting. Fair enough. Fair enough. Now that interests me. I guess we'll just see what happens when we try to lay out a Trickster. Nothing. Thanks, Suicidal. Oh, it's probably auto host. We love you anyway, Suicidal. Alright, what is our play here? I think we'll just play patiently because I'm not 100% sure what this is, but a second bolt. Alright. We'll just go along slowly here. Let's see what he's playing. Yeah, I'm assuming it's blue-red. Serum Visions, alright. I wonder if this is the Kiki Jiki deck. Hey, Suicidal. Thanks for the host. Oh my god, that icon is freaky. Does he have another bolt? Don't know, but we're going to find out. I mean, he could have something like Remand or another. Well, that was a good draw. Let's see what happens first when we get in. So we're not going to play a land. We're going to cast this Silver Gill Adept first. Spell snare. Ugh. I think we'll just play out the Lord then. It's gonna start Snapcaster Mage Bolt. Well, he could have probably got me to attack and well, now you're just gonna take some damage, right? Let's see, we're just gonna come in first. And we'll just sack right away here. Maybe we could get a 1-drop. Nope, Mistbinder. You got it, sir. Another Snapcaster Bolt. 2 bolts, 2 Snapcasters. He just had it all. He just had it all, didn't he? Alright, well. Here we go. Now, if he has a 3rd bolt, like, come on. Alright. Wonder if we block here. No. Guess there's no reason to. That's decent. For if they have some kind of kiki-jiki thing going. Now this will also be able to see if he has another spell snare, which wouldn't. Now what's happening? Pestermite. Okay, so it is the kiki. It is the kiki-jiki. Now is he going to tap our land? What's he going to do? Tap that. Okay. So we'll be able to get in for, well, let's see if he's going to block. Nope. So if he has kiki-jiki, we can stop it with what can we stop it with? I'm guessing he doesn't have kiki-jiki. Well, we have him dead. Does he have, like, what does he need? Like, land, bolt, snap, or something? Okay, we're at 6. Ending. Oh, cryptic. Cryptic. Okay. Cryptic is good. Flooded Strand, not so good. I think we have to do this in his upkeep. See if he has another counter, like another cryptic. Take away the flying. And also this is going to stop Kiki. Like he can go off on his turn and stuff, but well, no, actually he can copy Snapcaster Cryptic if he has it. Let's see what he's got here. He either needs Cryptic on our turn, Kiki-jiki. Or actually, no, he can't do that because he needs mana to cast. He can't win with Kiki-jiki Pestermite this turn. He has a Deceiver Exarch. Okay. What is that going to do? He's gonna... Oh, does he have another bolt? Come on. Don't tell me he has another bolt. That would just be so stupid. He fucking does. Fuck you. You... 5 bolt. We got bolted 5 fucking times. You stupid motherfuckers. Alright. I don't think Oko's good. Well, I guess Oko can take out some of the pieces, right? Let's think. I think I want this. Force of negation doesn't do as much as we want it to do. I'd rather have mystical dispute and deprive. Spreading seas. He's gonna have islands all day long. And I think that's probably all we can do. No dismember. I'm gonna mulligan this. This seems okay. Well, shit. A 1-lander. I mean, what can you do? It has some of the cards we want to keep. I think Oka's too good. Like, Borrower is nice. We're gonna say done. Maybe we should have shipped that one as well, but let's see if we can get a land up here. Nope. I know they have probably at least 12 instants, a 1-cost instance. Alright, let's see what he's going to do to us now. Thing in the ice or something. I know I can manage this crap. It's fun. Shit. Would have been so nice to have this friggin' chalice up. But, you know how we mulligan. Alright, so now he's gonna have his instant speed bullshit up. Okay. Deceiver Exarch, that's nice. So this just results in no damage, right? So we're not going to attack into it. Doesn't really matter. And we can just play our chalice here. He got a Serum Visions and an opt-off. Hopefully he has a few Anger of the Gods. Okay. I think given our land situation, we want to cast this Silver Gill Adept. Oh. Okay. Mystical Dispute doesn't really stop Oko. I mean, Mystical Dispute and Oko doesn't really stop Kiki-Jiki. We could Oko that, and then... Man, we don't even have anything to trade. I think we'll just pass here. I like Mystical Dispute, Chalice of the Void also. That feels good. Yeah, let's see what he's going to do here. Another Merfolk. A Braid. Yeah. Okay. We'll Trickster this guy down here. That's a good draw. Get in for 4 here. See if he has Merfolk or a... Okay, Pestermite. This is a good enough spot, right? Could have considered Oko, but I really want this Chalice. Let's see what's up. Bolt, okay. Well, that protects us from... that protects us from Spell Snare for this. So now we just have to fade Kiki-Jiki for a turn, which looks like we have. So he's got a Lighthouse. He's going to get to look at a couple of cards here. I don't really think we can hold this Oko any longer. Looks like we're just going to run right into Cryptic Command. So we can do one of two. We have one of two choices here. Well, we actually have 3 choices. We can do nothing and hold up 2 Groves. But where does that get us? We don't have Dismember. We would have to crack a Grove and draw a Trickster. We can lay down 2 Lords. We'll hit him for 4. He'll be at 9. And then he'll take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on the next turn. That'll be lethal. So we'll try to fade Kiki-Jiki one more time here. And I'd rather have him Cryptic, you know, Cryptic Draw or whatever the heck he's going to do. What is he going to do? Cryptic Draw? Okay, I mean, that's the same as Lighthouse, right? It's actually better than Lighthouse. Alright, so we're not in a position to have lethal next turn. We did get a Cryptic out of his hand. Is this Kiki? No. Snapcaster Mage, okay. What does he have? Oh, Snapcaster Anger. Okay. Oh. Interesting. And then Bolt. Jeez. He just had it all, didn't he? Well, now we have to play Oko, but I wonder what we do with Oko. Like... I think we do this. Because then they can't copy it. Now if he has another bolt right here, jeez, I mean, like, come on, right? How many times are you gonna bolt us? Well, lands are good. Another Snapcaster, well, yeah. Jeez. We're just getting thrashed here. I mean, I guess we can play on, but we've obviously lost. Okay, well, it's something. We really had no way to deal with his graveyard. Yeah. Where are we at? 8? Jeez. Kumena speaker, alright. How are we gonna do this? We'll try to draw another card here. I'm not casting it with this because if he has a spell snare, I don't want it to be cast on the chalice. Cryptic draw, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could still live, I guess. I mean, this shuts off a lot of stuff, but man, that was rough. 3, 4, 5, we're taking 6. Okay. 1. We cannot live on from that. Wow, that was terrible. We had no chance, I felt, in that freaking match. Yeah, it does. It does stop Kiki from going infinite because the token is a copy of the target creature, right? And the elk doesn't have any abilities. So if you Kiki an elk, it just turns into a copy of that, right? Unless they've changed the way that copying works in the last few years. Because I had something, I think in one of my other streams I had something like that where, what did they do? They had something where they were copying one of their creatures. Yeah, that matchup just seems really freaking rough. I guess I should scoot this over. Is there a way to just lock in this stupid little slider thing to where I want it right freaking here every time? Is this thing anchor in any way? It copies the original characteristics. Okay, I'll check that one out. That obviously is like a super important one to know if this deck is around. We're on the play, right? Yeah, I'll keep this on the play. Hopefully we're not up against burn. We were up against burn yesterday with exactly this hand. Alright, that was a good turn right there. Let's just see here. I'm going to... well, I guess maybe we could go for 1 here. Marsh Flats, we're not 100% sure what this could be. Overgrown Tomb, okay. More Jund. I guess at that point it's better to play the Master if we think we're up against Jund. No? Are we up against Junk? We are up against Junk. Charming Prince. Fair enough. Guessing this is... I don't know. But... okay, I like that. Take them off 2 colors here. It's a good draw. That's going to activate Island Walk. Yeah, force up for something crazy. I'm guessing this is mostly a creature deck. Stoneforge Mystic deck. Okay. He did Justice Camera. What's that? Prismatic Vista? That's the one that goes for basics. Knight of the Reliquary. Alright. So he's got Knight of the Relic. Wow. Well, hello. Lord, 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 Lord. Lord. Lord, Lord, Lord. Alright, well. Lord. Oh, Lord. Is he going to show us something? He thought he could tap something. I guess so, Modern Maverick. Like, I don't know what the hell it is. Maybe we... oh, another night? Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, hey, that's interesting. He can bounce the island. We still have some large gentlemen here. Let's see. If we bounce and he blocks our best, he's still dead, so we'll just go ahead and bounce. Oh, I guess I should have bounced the one that didn't have sickness. Because now he might be able to, like... what can he do? Well, I guess he can't really... he can't block tap and get a Colony Heart Garden. Yeah. Alright, how do we want to sideboard against this? That is the question. What even does anything in our sideboard? That's the question. It's like, shit. I wish I had Dismembers, actually. Both the decks we've played so far. Though I guess Chalice was okay, though he did just... I mean, Force of Negation just seems like, what did we have to force, right? I'm assuming he's going to be bringing in something. Um, Digger's Cage could be good, assuming that he has like collected company. But we haven't seen that. But I'm assuming it's there. Yeah, Giver of Runes, Stoneforge Mystic removal. But do you think he has Coco? And do you think that, like, Force of Negation is pretty medium to poor, and Grafdigger's Cage really only shuts down one, maybe if he's got some others, So I think until we see collected company and we see him not casting it in his own turn and etc., like trying to make things happen, then maybe we'll consider Grafdigger's Cage. Yeah, that was going to be my other thing, is if Stone. Yeah. The other thing is that just a 2/2 body. Oof. We're on the draw here with a 5-lander. We've got a vault. No redraws. That's not really relevant. Opponent begins with 7. I'm going to ship this one and see if we can get something that looks more like this. We're going to keep, drop a seize, and pray. Jukabog, okay. I wish we had one of those in our last game. Okay, no land on that one. Charming Prince again. Tidehollow Sculler. Sculler away. Sculler and Trickster are so bad together. Okay. Boo. Gonna hide that in our hand here. He's afraid of Dad. Yep. Good thing that's an island. I don't know that really even is a reasonable block, but I got no idea. Maybe this is a... Oh, Plague Engineer. Sexy. Still can beat that. Oh, come on now. Ella Damry's Call is the tutor of choice. Okay, that's an old card. Is that modern legal? It's like a green and a. It's like a green and a colorless. No, green and a white to search for any creature. Put it in your hand, something like that. What should we put in here? I'm going to put in the Mistbinder. Sort of our weakest lord. He does have Coco. Yep. Flicker Wisp, Wasteland Strangler. Do we have anything exiled? Doesn't look like it. What in the hell is this? He should have done that in our upkeep also. Wait, what? What did we have? Oh, I see. He exiled the Aether Vial. Oh, that's a fucking cute trick. Eternal Witness on Collected Company. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna go to game 3 here. Wait, this is game 3, right? So now we have to figure out what's good and what's not. Well, I think Oko could be a possible cut, strictly based on... Yeah, it is all over the place. It is sort of Maverick-y, you know, taxes-y, I don't know. Oko is sort of pretty medium, because what are we really doing with them? We're turning... I mean, things like Giver of Runes... Stoneforge Mystic, if they haven't activated it. Alright, so let's say we were to do something. Well, I guess we would take the forces out, right? It would look something like that. And then if we wanted to go with a full 4, we'd have to take out the Okos. Let's look at the rest of this here. How much time do we have here? I mean, Naked Silvergill's the worst thing we have left. But, I mean, it is a redraw. We'll split the difference and we'll leave the Okos in since we're now in the play. Yeah, Oko deals with Knight. It also deals with no 1-drop, but I guess it's reasonable. Like Lord into hold up, counter, borrower, trickster. Seems okay. He's going to begin at 6. I don't know, what the heck? This is all over the place. This is all over the place. Like, if you're gonna play the whole Flicker Wisp, Strangler combo thing, like, you want to have 8. You want to have Arkham's Astrolabe? What the heck is going on? What is going on here? What is going on here? What is going on here? I'm baffled. Wastes! He got a waste! He got a freaking waste. What is happening? Well, there's Oko. I guess we're just gonna be... I don't know. What are we gonna call this? Big pimpin'? Just big dudes? That's all we really have to go on here. Okay, there's the Knight. What is it, a 4/4? Okay. Hmm. Okay. One trick we could use is to attack with both. When he blocks with the knight, then we put the trickster in and turn the knight into a 2/2 temporarily, and that'll just take it out of the equation. We could Oko. He's got the vial set on 2, and it's like, what does that mean? What is he holding up? What did you say, Lord? It's 5 decks stapled together into a weird 4-color Frankenstein monster. Yeah. Now the other thing also, though, is if he has collected company, we want to hold up Deprive. But I think if he just kind of has a naked board, if he's Cocoing into a naked board, it's probably good for us anyway. And that's a no block. So now what can we do? Now I think we're going to play patiently. Because, well, no. Hold on. If we Oko the knight. I think I'm going to use our mana here this turn with Oko. Yeah, sitting back isn't terrible, but I also feel like if we draw, like, if I say, okay, I'm going to just chill and I'm going to either have Borrower, I'm going to have Deprive or whatever, right? Then on my next turn, I probably just want to play Oko and do something. Whereas if next turn, let's say I do draw a land, then I can Borrower and cast one of these other cards. And we'll just shrink this little puppy down. This also might incentivize him to, you know, tap that down and put himself in a worse situation. Come on now. But it's very reasonable that he, you know, Flicker Wisp, Vials in the thing, and we lose Oko and Mistbinder. You know, any number of things can happen. He could do that to a land. Playing a Lord could have been a consideration strictly because of the -3/-3, right? And they're all 4/4s. Another Mistbinder. I think here I will act patiently. Because, see, I can always Eldrazi Displace, or... Ooh, that's sexy. Okay, Eldrazi Displacer. That's only another creature, so he can't flicker that back. We're going to say okay. Now what we could do is put the knight back in his hand in response. And then what does he do? That takes down Vile. Well, actually, maybe he brings that one up. I think that's reasonable. Because if he's stuck, well, we'll see what he has over here. If he has something. He has a Charming Prince, okay. This Deprive's not looking too hot. This is almost a... yeah. Well, the other thing I was thinking of, Lord, was that if he gets... what did he do? He went one top, one bottom. I'm thinking he wants his 4th land for Coco. And what he might have been trying to set up was, you know, tap all these down and then use the thing to get the 4th mana, even though he didn't have a 4th land. Because he can sack, what, it's a forest and a plains or whatever. Yeah, you got it. We know what you got. Oh, Wasteland Strangler? Okay. That's pretty dirty. What does he have it to? Tide Hollow Sculler. Okay. Takes a Lord. And then displaces the Strangler. Yeah, I think we're done. I don't think we can beat a deck like this. I mean, that's just such... like, what... like, the value. Now, does this die? No, it doesn't die. Like, what the hell are we going to do here? Oh, actually, that was good. Like, this is what we need. I was like, this is what we need, a damn cheap-ass creature. So we'll turn this into a dude. Shit, we are fucking on the back foot hard. You know, the other thing I was considering was maybe like Okoing his Vile a couple of turns ago to like... okay, now do we have anything? What is he displacing? The food token? Oh shit, I should have... yeah, I should have just... oh good, that. Well, let's see. Yeah, you do need Dismember. I think Dismember is getting a lot better in... and they're both going after Oko. I think what I'm going to do is let the keep one of these up so I can get this Lord in. So obviously we should have done this, right? Yeah. I also have no idea what he's playing, and it's like this, to be honest, Lord, this kind of thing never used to really happen when they had competitive and casual. Like, you wouldn't, somebody wouldn't have freaking. Yeah, Night of the Reliquary. Okay. Yeah, I totally forgot about the whole Wasteland Strangler on Borrower thing. We probably shouldn't have messed with his knight. Sure. We'll make this trade. Does he still have Sajiri's Step in there? There's Plague Engineer. And we're doing terrible today. To be perfectly honest, I like. Yeah. Sure, whatever. 0-2 today. Another thing also I will say, Lord, is after trying to do this every other day with Simic and then Mono Blue, Simic and Mono Blue, you know, my opinion is pretty heavily weighted towards Mono Blue as being the correct deck to play in Modern right now if you're going to play Merfolk. I really don't think that. I think that the good cards in Simic are just, you know, like the consistency, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Oh, man. Well. Back to our Diet Dr. Pepper. Decks are just becoming so much more reactive in Modern nowadays that, you know, so many things can happen at instant speed that didn't used to happen at instant speed. And we're going to pitch a 1-lander. We're going to keep a 4-lander. And I think Flooded Strand is the card we ditch, right? Or is it Cavern of Souls? I think given that we are on the play, we don't have a turn 1 play. Maybe we get rid of the. Get rid of this. What are we waiting for? What did they do? They started with 7. Oh, I felt that the blue matchup against Urza was great. I don't think Oaf is better. I don't think Oaf is that good versus Urza because it doesn't shut off Urza. I could just as easily put some Phyrexian Revokers into Mono Blue and they will do a much better job than Oaf against the Urza. I think I think that an Revoker naming Urza could be better than just shutting off all their stupid artifacts. Both the games I had, they never even barely used their artifact mana until Urza was out and they were like going off. But you definitely have a point about Tron. It is really nice to just shut their artifacts off. Thoughtseize. Swamp Thoughtseize. Okay. And he takes a Trickster. So, Verdant Catacombs. Honestly, Lord, they just need to print Null Rod in Modern. Like, if they're going to print shit like Plague Engineer, Force of Negation, Mox Amber, like, you know, are effects like Null Rod really that terrible? Yeah. Are you sure, sir? Are you sure you wanted to do that? I guess he's pretty sure. Goodbye, Tarmagoof. So I'm not 100% convinced we're playing against Jund, but I'm pretty convinced we're playing against Jund. Now I'm 100% sure we're playing against Jund. Oh, come on. Assassin's Trophy. What do we have in here that can stop that? What did he do? He did that in our draw. Don't think there's any reason to crack this Grove, especially not against a deck with discard. Keep this in our hand. He does some sort of... Ooh. Scoos. Okay. Yeah, you can okay. Let's do this. I don't know if our opponent is as shabby a player as we are. Alright, oops. Let's take a look over here. I guess it stops a Planeswalker. Well, we got half his life down. Oh, Null Rod is reserved list. Well, they could do something. Bloodbraid Elf Cascade into Scoos. Okay. Can't stop that. Like, what if they made an artifact that just said X, and then it said it comes into play with X counters on it, and artifacts with converted mana cost equal to or less than the counters on it can't be activated. So then it could actually be better than Null Rod in some cases. Let's see what he's got here. He's coming with both, and there's a Tarmogoyf over here. Not gonna block. He's gonna eat that thing there. I really could. Oh, that was okay. I guess we have to play this. Merfolk. And we'll go blue. And we'll go blue. Alright, we're at 12, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let's see. Okay, we got him lethal though, right? And then if he blocks 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess we can counter a bolt. Here. Spreading Seas would be good. What's he doing? Firing that up. A Bloodbraid Elf again? Come on. It still doesn't kill us, though. Ooh, no, that's good for him. Fatal Push. Let's force that. Now he has to lead back too. The Spreading Seas will win it. Probably. Oh no, he. Aww. The hard way. Now he'll be like, Inquisition. Now it's Skiz. Two Lords, okay. And he can activate that thing. What? What is this guy doing? Alright, everything we have is pretty huge. Either of the... Oh, he smacked. Alright, let's begin sideboarding. So this is Jund, so here comes the Aether Vials out. But what do we bring in versus Jund is the question. We don't really have that much that is good at all. I mean, I guess the Prive is okay. Or we could bring in a couple of Chalices to... Or maybe we just leave in the Aether Vial. I mean, Mystical Dispute is a consideration. Gonna leave the Aether Vials in. I like this opening hand. a 1 into any number of 2s. He could take whatever he wants. Ooh. Okay, what does that mean? I love these waterlogged droves against decks like Jund. We never saw Ren in 6, so like I know some Jund decks play Ren in 6 and whatnot. I think we have to play the Lord here, right? Or do we? Maybe Spreading Seas is better. It's one of our best cards against him. Try to see if he wants to do like a bolt or something here. So now let's take his green away. No, actually I think it's better to hit this. I think they play less red sources. And double black and... Though this isn't really that great of a play on an empty board, you know. Though we do have a Lord, so I'm not as scared of Plague Engineer. Could be Liliana also. Which we have this lovely Force of Negation. I think it has to be Trickster. It's like I want to keep something to be able to cast this, and then ooh, hello, friend. Forget all this. Forget everything I said. Hey, yeah. Well, Lord, all the like the few times I've played Jund this last week, I've just gotten slaughtered. So I basically said, look, we can't beat Jund, so forget Jund. You know what I mean? Like, why try to make this matchup better when it's really just an attrition matchup that sometimes you can win on a coin flip, you know? Fun times. Fun times, opponent. We're gonna take well, I guess the proper way to do this is like this. We're gonna take a look here. Trickster. Yes, Relic and Dismember for sure. Now, I haven't really seen that much Dredge, and it is possible, you know, maybe to go back to take the cages and turn them into relics. You know, I'd love to have access to a few relics against blue-white control, but you know, my mono blue matchup against blue-white control, like the standard control versions, is like it's like 80% or something like that. It's crazy. So maybe we don't need that. So I think at this point, maybe we play the Mistbinder, and then we I think we'll take the Confidant out of the equation. You know, it's going to draw him into answers. And we have a little something in our back pocket here against the Planeswalker in this food token. Well, I mean, if you're just going to do that. Mm-hmm. Let's think here. Yeah, we gotta sacrifice this. I don't think that's right. We can safely do this now. Aha! A little bit of an air attack. You play 2 cages, 2 relic. Yeah, cage does help with Neoform for sure. Huntmaster of the Fells, really? This is like Jund from how many years ago? When was the last time Jund ran Huntmaster of the Fell? Like 19 or 20 or it's at 15, 2016? We still have no island walk. We just... We might need to just bounce Huntmaster of the Fells and attack with a Trickster. What are we at? 8? But effectively we're at like 11. I have to cast a spell to keep that from transforming, but then what can he do on this side? Nothing. But when it flips, it transforms and deals 2 damage to target opponent or planeswalker, 2 damage to up to 1 creature. Yeah. So we don't want that to, we don't want the Huntmaster to flip, because it'll be able to hit like our Lord or something like that. Now they could just do nothing on their turn, and it will flip, and it'll kill our Lord anyway. So that means we need to, when does that happen? At the end of each upkeep. Oh, at the beginning of each upkeep if no spells were cast last turn. So I don't need to stop in their main phase. So maybe what we just do here is... I think I'm gonna attack first with the Trickster and see what happens. He takes 3. Okay. Fair enough. So now we're gonna cast Kumena Speaker. to keep from having the Huntmaster transform. Okay, Raging Ravine, that's a good one. Scooz is a very good one. He's going to be able to gain quite a bit of life. Sure. We're going to draw a card first. Now that was a great draw. However, without another land, we're weak to a fatal push, I guess. Now he did cast that Scooz. So what we could consider doing is trying to get him to tap down his Nurturing Peat land right here instead of cracking this food. We're going to be able to hit for 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we'll be able to hit for the 14 plus 1 from the Scooz. Dang. What a tough spot. See, if we didn't crack that Waterlogged Grove right there, we would have it in the bag because we would have had enough freaking mana. Maybe this could get him to do it too, like if he thinks we're taking a counter spell down. I don't know. Land, please. Oko. Ooh. Oko, huh? This is Jund, right? I mean... Jeez. That's the first time we've beat Jund on stream, I believe. I was ready to hang my damn head and be like, we ain't getting any of our money back. 3-2 gets your money back. 3-2 gets your money back. So we got to win out here to get our money back. Because if we don't win, we don't play. All right. Match 4. Okay, I'm in for it. I'm in for this all the way. This is just such a very... Ooh, is it our favorite blue-white control? And we just drew a cavern. Maybe it is blue-white control. Now, this maybe they might think we're humans. Maybe this is the Kiki Jiki deck again. Treasure Hunt. Really? This is what you're making me fucking play against, Wizards? Treasure Hunt? Are you fucking kidding me? Come on. He reveals another Treasure Hunt. Treasure Hunt. Come on. Oh, hey. Guess what happens now? Oh, wait, but he revealed another Reliquary Tower. I mean, come on. What the... Just what even? Just what even? Sometimes you're the angler and sometimes you're the fish. But I guess we just have to try to find a counter spell. Yeah, like there's not anything else happening here. Now, if he doesn't play the second Reliquary Tower and he treasure hunts again and goes off with a bunch of cards in his hand, we can make him have to discard a whole bunch. Yeah. Yep, counter force equals win. But we got a little bit of play with Spreading Seas in this. Let's see what he's going to do here. Yep, there's your treasure hunt. He reveals treasure hunt. Okay. He's going to get to play one card. If it's not Reliquary Tower, we might be able to fuck him up. Reliquary Tower, I don't believe it. Alright, let's take a look at all the cards that he's revealed here. So... a lot of blue-white duels, some cyclers, a Field of Ruin, a Loot House, Besides You, who shelters all, so that's something he can get around counter magic with. But what's happening? Well, Lightning Storm doesn't do anything. Oh, he did cast Besides You. Oh, no. Lightning Storm does do something. Because Lightning Storm you have to Lightning Storm is the one that Ad Nauseam runs. Is that right? The 2 red and a colorless one. But if I well, yeah. I guess that's true, too. If he has Besides You... Let's see what we're going to draw here. Another Aether Vial. Borrower. What does Lightning Storm exactly do to us here? It's going to be... Okay, so if we do hit the Reliquary Tower, then he's going to go down quite a few lands. Are we sure we 100% need to seize Besides You, though? I guess we can't really reasonably win in more than... Let's see. We need 3 turns, so... Let's see what he has in his hand. He has a second beside you, and it's legendary. So let's see. At that point, maybe we have to go for the win. So I'm gonna, if I spreading seas. Yeah, well, he'll play another tower, but he has to. Well, no, you're right. You're right, because he has another tower also, so it doesn't really matter. If I hit beside you, he just plays another beside you, sack that one. If I hit the tower, he just plays another tower. Okay. I mean, this is just freaking ridiculous, right? He got 2 cards. There's his Lightning Storm. Okay. So he has Lightning Storm. Another Spreading Seas. All right. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11. All right. So we don't need to hit like that. I think 2 Adepts now, 2 Adepts, a Master, and a Motive Vault will kill him next turn. Okay. Come on, Force. We did it! 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 We did it. We have lethal next turn, and he cannot prevent us from countering. Oh, the alternative is to hit Vents, yeah. But what if he has... No, but what if he has the... He has the 2 cards that... he has the... what is it called? The one that can produce double? Okay. All right, so it's 3 plus the number. So he has to get to like 17, 18. No. I would like you to hit this man. I mean, we have to do this to him just for playing this deck, right? Like, there's no other option but to do this. All right. Oko doesn't do anything. Borrower doesn't do anything. Like, what do they have in their sideboard, actually? Is the real question. Lightning Hunt, that's it. They have Seismic Assault. They have more Lightning Storms. And then they have a bunch of lands that kill lands. Okay. So, obviously Deprive. Obviously Mystical Dispute. And then what do we do? Just like Chalice? Chalice on 2 or something like that? Right, yeah, I have seen that one. I've seen the Zombie Infestation one. Okay, what else could we get here? They don't really play any artifacts. Madcap Experiment. I always liked that card. I used to play like a... I used to have like a kind of Blue Moon deck in paper. It was sort of like a Delver Blue Moon or whatever. And I used to have that transformational sideboard with like... piss people off so bad. Maybe Borrower could be okay. Trickster's probably just... I don't really care about. I took out the Mistbinder because they cost green and they're our weakest lord. Obviously, we don't have to kill with any speed here. We do have a Spreading Seas. Our opponent has Mulligan. Whatever, we'll keep it. This is crazy. It's games like this that like help you become a better player. Like you gotta know, like you're having to figure out just some crap, you know. A Gemstone Cavern? Well, that makes sense. He started with 6. Alright, there's the Force. Do I risk it and just throw the Spreading Seas out and hope that I... Draw a blue card, and we draw a blue card. So he probably has 5 lands and a treasure hunt, and he's like, do I do it? Or what? That was the perfect hand right there. Mm-hmm. Hey, they might have it. We got 5 bolted earlier. Oh, shit. Ah! I forgot to put this in. Whoops. Whoopsies. I guess I better do that now before I do some other bullshit. I mean, essentially, we just... I guess they do have a lot of cycling lands and stuff. They can try to find what they're looking for. Teleria West. That transmutes into a Besaiju, maybe? Oh, Blast Zone. Blast Zone. They're gonna Blast Zone us. Well, that enters with a counter on it, right? So they can't actually stop Chalice. Radiant Fountain. Yeah. Yeah, if I can draw another land and get that. Now, the real question is, do I want to, like, hold up with a master in hand to try to crack a grove and draw something to counter on his turn? Yeah. Yeah. We're just going to put him on a clock and see what happens. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is just some ridiculousness. Here's your Blast Zone. You can kill everything. Do it. What you want to do, dude? Yeah, I think you're right. The aggro plan is... You especially we knew they had Blast Zone. We have to try to, like, give them some options here, right? Land. Thank you. Oh, of course. Big old jerk. Big old jerk. Botanical Sanctum. So now he's thinking, well, do I want to crack this at 1? Blow up all this other kind of crap here, or what? But I'm guessing he's going to put it on 2. Yeah. And how? This costs 3 to and tap, so it's a total of 4. Oh, that's a good card. Oh. The writing is on the wall. The writing is on the wall. goes for 2. Yeah, the beside you. He's going to have to pay 2 life, and there's 5 damage on board. He won't be able to go off this turn, right? He might not even have the... Like, he might be just doing all this to set up. Lord, 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 Lord. And give his Mutavault, his Mutavault some Island Walk. Three, so it's gonna deal him 3 anyway. He gave up the. He probably made. I did see that they had some extra lightning storms in their sideboard. Yep, there was. And you know, when it comes to playing decks like this, basically what you have to do is to filter everything down to that one. You have to figure out when can't he do something and do your damnedest at all times, and then just say, look, I've given him the most narrow of windows. If they can go off, then, you know, their deck worked. If not, then... Well, I think we got him now, right? Because besides you costs 2 life. So even if he wants to do an uncounterable... Yeah, even if he wants to do an uncounterable one, he'd have to come up with another land. What a crazy, crazy deck. Makes sense, though. Oh, I would like to play first. I'm going to keep this. It's slow, but we are on the play. No turn 1 play. We can put a Master out or Spreading Seas into an Oko and hope that can get there. We got a... What are the damn hillbillies doing out here now? Freaking hillbillies. Island. Go. Well, you will not be countering this. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. Need to set up. Way to mute my mic quickly. They went opt bottom. give him the option to go for a naked snap, I guess, or a bolt. I'm guessing this is the, what do you call it, deck again? What? Petty theft. Bet. What? What? What the fuck? What the fuck? That, he didn't take 2, did he? I didn't get to play my land. What the hell? Fuck, this shit happens so fucking frustrating. Here. Let's give him a chance to fucking do something here. That was freaking ridiculous. Snapcaster Mage Aunt. Okay. What'd you call it? Delver and Friends? Another deck. Did you say another deck that is good if we don't against us if we don't have Dismember? Who are the friends? The super friends? Maybe we could draw like an Aether Vial here to kind of get us back into it. Our own borrower. Oh my god. Okay. There's that Aether Vial. Okay, we're gonna play a little game with him here. Okay, so if he casts this borrower, I think we do our borrower and put it back in his hand, right? And then he can petty theft either force a negation, okay, with the removing a remand. Okay. I think this is going to open the way for Oko. Hopefully. Force a negation remand, huh? This seems like a deck that Merfolk Cutthroat would be good in. We could wait one more turn on Oko. Try to make him crack the Misty Rainforest for red when we go to block the Snapcaster Mage, maybe. can win next turn with Kiki. Oh, we can't counter that. What am I doing? I don't know why I thought I could force that. Okay. Just gonna trade right here. More lands, huh? Peak. Okay. You're peeking. Let's see what Oko can do here. Oko really doesn't do much right now. Yeah, this deck is sort of like the Kiki part almost is like an afterthought, right? Like they're just a very standard blue-red tempo base deck. Let's see here. What do we want to do? We could play this Aether Vial. Well, we'll play this. We could play this Aether Vial and turn it into a dude. Lose Oko and then die in 2 turns. That doesn't seem very good. We need to take the flyers out. Maybe we're just priced into doing this. Take out his biggest flyer, chump block it for a turn. And then what? Take out his other flyer and... Because really all he has to do is just, yeah, all he has to do is drop another creature and we're dead. Okay, Chalice, we want you. Mystical Dispute, we want you. Graph Digger's Cage is a consideration. I'm going to say no force. What's the weakest things that we have in here? Spreading Seas, I guess. Spreading Seas is kind of valid to keep them off some of the red, though, but I think... Is Chalice enough just to turn off the Snapcaster 1s, or... So... Here's what I did. Let me show you. Alright. So, Force of Negation isn't really that... Now, 3 life a turn was definitely relevant, but... Okay. I guess maybe we just take the Deprives as the other 2 and say good. Again, these Grafdigger's Cage not doing much, but I might consider them if they were... Ooh. Hi. Hello, Mr. Aether Vial into Chalice of the Void versus Tempo deck. Oh yeah, Chalice is coming in for sure. You know, Op Bolt, Peak, Spell Snare. Yep, that's right. Those are a lot of good cards that they have. Now they'll bring in a Braid or whatever they have. Tap. Boo. Another good draw. All right. If we jam Chalice and just go, it's very strong. But I think we're going to play patiently here. Set it up. Because you know what happens if he just plays land, a Braid, or something. But he could also be walking into a Bolt here. I guess we'll just play this and call it good. See what he may have here. He had the Opt. Okay. It's hard to snare check with a Cavern, though. I mean, he obviously had something he wanted to cast there, if it wasn't snare or not. Love it. Love seeing that. Ooh, that was good. That wasn't able to grab a something. Do you have another Abrade? No. Petty theft? That's fair enough. Now we can either attempt to recast the Chalice or not, but I think given how many lords we have, we're not playing the Lord of Atlantis because it gives all Merfolk Island Walk, and if they have the one dude. Do they play Angers? They do play Angers. Okay. This might be a good spot for Oko. What do you think? Be a good spot for Mystical Dispute too. Yeah, what I was hoping he was going to do, Lord, is just like Snapcaster, bolt again. We play a Lord, we bolt him. You know, then he kills it again. We play another Lord and bolt him, and then we can... He bolted Oko. Ooh, this is like super good for us. Are you going to snap bolt Oko again? We're going to get a... No. I'm going to say we're going to get a bolt and... a Snapcaster Mage Hand or rebuy of the Bolt, and then we can Chalice. Ooh, no. Oh, you might do it in the upkeep, I guess. Or the draw or whatever, yeah. Ooh, Vendilion click. I guess he could take our Chalice from us. Who did he target us? Yeah. Well, maybe get us a land. I need to get some Vendilion clicks so I can try the Hayashi Merfolk with the 4 clicks. That was a good draw right there, actually. I guess he could play Kiki. Vendilion click doesn't seem very good. He's got a Borrower exiled. So I think our play here is to cast this. Oh, no, wait. We still have the Chalice, though. I'm going to cast the Chalice on the 1 again. I like Chalice on 1 Mystical Dispute interaction. I really... like... If you saw any of my super early stuff when I was not playing leagues or whatever, I was running a lot of Spell Pierces main deck because there was just so much crazy stuff out there. And of course, when you're running for Chalice, you don't necessarily want a cheap interactive spell like Spell Pierce. But Mystical Dispute is cool. Cast a blue spell here, and let's watch the interaction of my 1 mana spell not being countered because it's really a 3 mana spell. It is kind of weird how Magic works that way, where like the converted mana cost is such a hard and fast, like it's only this number right here. That's it. Like all right. Now what? It is. It is old Kiki Jiki. No, they're gonna. Is he gonna attack? Yes. Yes. Ah, that is funny. That is hilarious. Kiki Jiki on the attack. So I guess this will put him dead to Lord Island Walk next turn. Unless he can go off on us right here. Which he might... All he has to do is draw one of the untapped creatures, right? Oko is also okay. Oko's okay. Oh, actually, he's not dead because he can Kiki Click. Kiki Click. He didn't Kiki Click. But what about this? You just let the token copy go, right? And then the trigger still goes off? Yes, I guess it does make a lot of sense that this is how it's going to play out. I love there's a Merfolk on this card too. I was saying something about, oh, I want like a... you know, special border, full art, whatever, but they don't have that of that card. I'm like, damn. Okay, do we want to make any changes here on the draw? We could cut a land for something. We know he has a braid, so maybe we might want to have some other cool artifacts or something. The one deck I was running with Emery in it, I just had Emery in there, and I would be like Chalice, they'd kill it. I'd be like Emery Chalice again, or Cage. I did that with Cage against Dredge. Borrower's kind of the one I'm on the fence about, but it is a flyer. I think maybe we just have to kind of hope for our best, like our best on the draw plan. Also, I kind of think we have to have either Aether Vial or a Cavern, especially on the draw. This is better. Put this pool away. So done. Yeah, well, since we don't have our dispels we've been speaking on, our dismembers we've been speaking on, that we are priced into keeping them there. That is our flex slot, you know what I mean? Like, just gonna play patiently here. Ours out too. I have to go for that right there, especially when we're on the draw with. So of course, you know, if he bolts now, like we want to make this trade. Braid, okay, that is going to be good for if we could draw a Chalice of the Void. I was just about to say it right on time. And we have the same interaction up with our Mystical Dispute. Cool. Oh no, I'm making him trade. I'm not disputing that. That was a good draw. Let's think about this now. I think I'd like to have a land in the next two draws, so I can play 2 lords in 1 turn. What do they play at 2? Remand. Another lord. Okay. I guess you could have another Abrade. Petty Theft. Now, if that is a card if ever, to Mystical Dispute. Ooh, now that felt good. That felt good. That felt real good right there. Now, if we can draw land that comes into play untapped and double Lord, attack for 8. Oh wait, but we do have to be careful about. He did have Anger of the Gods, right? Okay, what are we at? 10. We really have to be careful with this Lord also. Yeah, I don't think we can beat it at the moment either. Because obviously he wants to cast another something here and get his dude's toughness up to 4 before he does it. So maybe this is where I use the Lord of Atlantis. You know what I mean? Play the Lord of Atlantis, only hit for 6. And then when he wraths everything away, I mean, I'm pretty certain he has Anger of the Gods. Right. So if I'm going to play into his Anger of the Gods, I want one of the creatures that Anger of the Gods kills to be my Lord, right? Versus if I put in some of the other Lords. Or I drop myself to 9, attack for 8. And he cracks, he'll be at 6. Which is, we can't beat a 5/4 at that point. We're dead in 2 turns. Maybe he's just gonna pump up. Yeah. It's like, I don't think he can get it to 10, right? Does he have a braid? Oh no, he has Borrower. Magmatic Sinkhole? Really? Holy moly. See how that worked out though? Now it took his thing down. Magmatic Sinkhole, jeez. Okay, so now we can't beat Anger of the Gods at all. So we just have to play that Lord out right there. Yeah, we knew he had it. We can still get a Brazen Borrower. Oko doesn't do it. Let's see, Brazen Borrower or Well, we knew he had anger. It was obvious that he had anger when he played his fetch land and then sat there forever. It's like, oh, what does he have here? Jace or something? Another sinkhole. Come on, he just had it all. He just had it all. What a fucking terrible league that was. Oh, man. I definitely liked Mystical Dispute. I mean, Deprive still has its places because obviously Mystical Dispute is not that great against, you know... I mean, I guess it could be okay against Tron or whatever, but Deprive is just so superior when they're doing stuff like, you know, casting 10/10s. Well, let's see here. We have, oh no, we do have enough play points to play tomorrow. Well, we could maybe run another league later. I think maybe I'll run it up. Maybe I'll try to do Mono Blue later, or maybe I'll try to see if I can borrow some cliques. Alright, so where's our spreadsheet for Simic is the question. Okay, so we played Blue-Red Kiki, Junk. Man, what did we just play right there? We played Treasure Hunt. We played Blue-Red Kiki. Played Jund. Alright. Make sure I remember what's happening here. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here. It's 2:26. I'm gonna see maybe in like an hour. Maybe I'll start up another stream. Thanks for hanging, Lord. You are a true writer.